Hey. Ooh. Fuck. Shit. You flying through space. Zooming past the stars. You look over at the sun. And you see a big, giant, Galactus-sized hand come from around. You look up in awe. And it's a boy, bigger than the sun. He looks at you and says, "Who the fuck are you?" You look at him and say, "I'm just a passing traveler, and I mean no harm." He looks at you and says, "No shit. You're the size of an ant. But I'll make a deal with you. If you can guess my riddle, I will grant you one wish, but fail, and you will get the curse of the sun gods." And you look back at the sun god and say, "I accept your challenge." What is the riddle? He says, "What's green and has wheels?" You stop for a moment before the first thing comes to your head. A garbage truck. The sun god looks at you and says, "Wrong. It was grass. I lied about the wheels." You say, "That's not fair, Mr. Sun God. That's complete fucking horseshit. Straight up wrong. Borderline evil." Sun God says, "I don't give a rat's ass. Now you must be cursed with the curse of the sun god." And with one pleading face, you get on your knees and say, "Please, Mr. Sun God, show mercy." He says, "Nope. Liver disease." You say, "What?" "Liver disease," he says. He says with the confidence in his voice. "But Mr. Sun God, please, why liver disease?" He says, "You got it wrong." You float backwards away, letting the empty vacuum of space guide your path from now on as liver disease. It's the only thing keeping you company. Yes. Oh, yes. 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 Oh, it's like a funeral. Like a villain's funeral. Yes. Fuck. Oh, you're walking with a casket. Your arch enemy inside of the casket. With you and 5 of your lads carrying this bitch down the aisle so you could throw his ass in the dirt. Yes. One of your buddies says that it feels very light. Suspiciously too light. Everyone agrees and conglomerate to form an opinion. The lot of you drop down the casket and pop it open to see what's going on behind the scenes, behind the curtain. Inside is not the man you thought was in there, but it was instead a boy, a big strong boy. He was 6 years old and 300 pounds of pure muscle. His eyes burst open at the sight of the sun, and he looks over at you and says, "You woke me up, you bastard." You say, "Who the hell are you? I thought you were this bastard, but instead, you're this bastard." The little boy looks at you and says, "I'm the motherfucking Grim Reaper, baby." He says it like that, exactly like that. He says, "I'm the motherfucking Grim Reaper, baby." The man's like, "What are you doing here, Mr. Grim Reaper?" He says, "I've come to collect the soul. And not the guy who's already dead. It's gotta be one of your asses." The whole group looks around at each other and says, what the fuck is going on? Who is this kid? Dipshit, that's the Grim Reaper. He just said it. That's not the Grim Reaper. There's no way. You look at him and you say, then explain how the child got there then. Bitch. The kid gets up out of the coffin. His muscular 12-inch legs land on the floor. Land on the concrete. And he points at you and says, I will take your soul with me if you fail to impress me. The man says, what must I do? What do I have to do? The boy looks at the man and says, are you a fan of country music? You look at your buddy and you say, a little bit, yeah. What's it to you? The muscular child opens up a map of the entire world, points to it and says, which one? There's a shitload of them, dumbass. Before you can even think of a response, everything goes dark. You did not impress him, and he murked your ass. Oh. They never told me it'd be beautiful. God. I want you to speak to me. I want to hear your words. Talk gracefully to me. Yes. God. You're exploring the ocean depths. A young scuba diver. Clutching the game. Yes. The beautiful wildlife around you. The colorful rainbow fish swimming through your fingertips. God. Yes. You swim down to the ocean floor. And you see a boy. A small little man. A man of teal skin. Wrapped in chain. And surrounded by the ghosts of 3 helpless victims. Yes. The man looks at you and says, it's me? The god here. The scuba diver asked him, what are you the god of? The boy takes off some of his chain and wraps it around the man's neck like a cowboy lasso. Fucking clean shot, badass as hell. Says, I am the god of Jolly Roger Bay, where you are currently residing. The man takes off another chain and lassos your oxygen tank with it before ripping it clean off. Yes. The god of Jolly Roger Bay looks at the scuba diver and says, I will give you this back if you could solve my riddle. Unable to breathe, the scuba diver's face turns blue. He starts gasping for air. The god looks at him and says, what is something that can only be used when it is broken? And before the scuba man could respond, his lifeless body floated upwards as if he was dead. The god looks at the man and says, you didn't answer my question. The lifeless body of the scuba diver continues to rise up. The god looks at him and says, are you not going to answer me before swimming up at him? The lifeless body of the scuba man breaches the surface of the ocean before the god comes up and says, holy shit, did you die? The scuba man does not respond. The god looks at his body and says, "Welp, brain tumor." He gave the lifeless body a brain tumor minutes after he is already deceased. For no fucking reason, he gave him this tumor. He gave the powerless brain a tumor the size of a grapefruit because he couldn't answer in time. Yes. And then the scuba man drifts away against the horizon. Cold, lifeless, and out of air, with a tumor the size of a grapefruit on the side of his head, drifting away into the sunset. The boy, the scuba diver, was never seen again.
Ooh. Hey! What? Fuck! What actually is this little box man? Like, what is he actually? Because he just blends in too well. Oh! Oh my god! Oh, that sounds heavy! That sounds evil! Listen to that! Oh my god! Dude, you know what this fucking is like? This is like you're in a forest.
Deep in the jungle. Yes, you look over at your buddy, and he looks back at you with fright. And you see it. The eye of a fat-ass lizard peeking through the bush. Through the agriculture. It's a fucking T-Rex. Just nonchalantly chilling. Yes, the year is also 2005. And there's a T-Rex in Arkansas. Your buddy says, "Holy shit, we gotta run." The dinosaur looks at you and joins in on the conversation and says, "Yo, I am down. Ooh, I am down. Ooh, ooh, fuck, shit."
Now the dinosaur is chasing you and your brethren, running down the streets of Arkansas, running from a dinosaur. 2005, for some reason.